Hey you, are you ready to tackle the capturing of email addresses? Be warned, this is no common wisdom. This is the way quite nobody does it. It's the go the extra mile way that will make the growth of your email list viral. But first, let's see what everybody else is doing. So, that's what most websites do to capture email addresses. They put an input field on the website, hoping that people will just put their email addresses in it. But this doesn't really work very well, since there's nothing attractive or desirable about it. Then you have other e-stores, blogs, or news sites who sell a little bit more the benefits of being part of the email list. Nothing mind-blowing, but it's a little better. I mean, receive tips on business, social media, and the internet is really broad, and a direct response copywriter would never write something like this. And as you see, you can also use objection killers like social proof to make people take action and give you their email address. It's not a bad idea, but it's very, very far from what I'm going to show you. You'll see. So, now that you've seen all of this, let's talk about something else. Man, January 2011 wasn't a cool period at all. True, I was on vacation, but I had to learn a whole lot since my midterms were beginning in the middle of the month. Fortunately, I managed to get notes from all the students who had the exactly same teachers, which made the task really, really easier. Unlike me, they actually went to all the boring lectures and wrote down what the prof said. So I had amazing notes that I just needed to learn and read over and over again, while my fellow students were either rewriting their sloppy notes or searching for notes. Eventually, I began pitying them and telling some of my acquaintances that I had amazing notes for each of our lectures. Everything a student needs to pass the exams, really. And you might guess what happened next. As a result of this confession, nearly all of these acquaintances threw their email addresses at me like, "Please Robin, send me your learning package." So I did, but eventually I stopped sending them out because too many people asked me about them, so I decided to just put them online so everybody could download them. And guess what happened? Out of 190 students, 139 downloaded my package. And I sent it personally to 12 of them. Not a bad conversion rate, isn't it? So, why am I telling you this little story? I don't really know if you've noticed, but I've talked for quite some time about newsletters, emails, and value. But here's the problem with my approach. I'm considering that you already have people to send your stuff to. I'm taking the fact that you have an email list for granted. I mean, why shouldn't I? At first, I just wanted to teach you copywriting. Or at least this is what I told myself in the beginning. Finally, I'm really here to help you succeed and kick ass at business. That's why I'm going to share with you an amazing way to get a lot of email subscribers quickly and steadily. Let me show you how. First of all, let's come back to what sales is. A wants a product from B. Thus, A has to find a product Y that B desires more than the product X he already possesses. In this situation, you are A and the product X is an email address you desire. But the question is, how could you possibly convince B of giving it to you? Okay, wait a second, I'm going to give you some examples. The product Y could be an informational product you create and give away. Of course, it must be of interest to your visitor, thus it must be related to your niche. If you run an e-store for hair care products, why not give away a PDF or a short video series on the 5 most trendy hairstyles of 2015 and how to replicate them, or something like this. If you run an e-store for tennis gear, why not offer a PDF on 12 ways to dramatically increase your success rate when matching? See how this could work? Wouldn't you give away your email address to get these infos if you were interested in the niche? Of course you would. Now you could say, okay, but I'm selling a lot of different stuff. How can I be sure to offer a product that is of interest to my visitor? Seems logical. If you have an e-shop that sells sport gear, it would be dumb to offer a PDF about tennis to a guy who came to look at soccer t-shirts. It's pretty obvious, isn't it? If the visitor isn't interested in your gift, why the hell should he give you his email address to get it? It makes no sense. So, the goal is to get as close as possible to his interest so he'll be happy to give you his email address. Think about my example in the beginning, the midterm package. I gave away for free what was of enormous interest to my fellow college students. Plus, I gave away a lot of things, different notes for different lectures, hoping that at least one of them will strike my fellow students' interest. And you could do the same. You could give away a lot of different things, though at least one of the things you're giving away will strike your customers, your visitors' interest. FYI, the specific term for this kind of information product you give away to get the email address is called a lead magnet. So, another way to do this is to be specific with your gift. That's why you could create product-specific lead magnets. For instance, if your visitor is on the section of your site where you sell tennis shoes, why not offer him a free PDF on how to choose the ideal tennis shoes for each circumstances? If he's in the section for tennis balls, you could offer him a PDF on the 10 most common mistakes when choosing a tennis ball. See what I mean? Offer something specific that could interest the visitor of a certain page of your site. Now you might say, thanks Robin, that's a great idea to get email addresses, but how do I put this into action? What does it look like? Do you have any advice? Could you maybe show me how it's done? Of course I can. What a question. Just go to the next lesson. I show you everything you need to know.